Hey everybody, all this month we're counting down the top 4 most important videos of the last year. Okay, here we go. Number 4, this was really hard to figure out because the Dreams animated episode was so fun, Nostalgia with Cousin Erin was so fun, we did 3 spectacularly funny collab videos last year, but I think the one that really dials deep into a heart place for me is comparing yourself to others. Take a look at this and I'll be back after to tell you why I think it matters so much and how it's going to change how we do Adam's Answers moving forward.
Hey there. Now, I don't know about you, but I can be really hard on myself. Like, when it comes to other people, I compare myself to other people, like, all the time. Now, I'm not as bad as I used to be, but I know that I still do it way too much. Things like, oh, look, he's way better looking than me. Or, she's so toned, how could I ever be that fit? It's not good. I think it all started when I was a kid actor. I'm sure that's where I get the comparison thing from. It was so brutal because if you want a role, you have to audition and be the best. But before you even open your mouth, you find yourself comparing yourself to everybody else waiting to go in. I would find myself sitting there thinking like, is he a better singer than me? Or, I bet he's a way more convincing dancing dwarf. Or, he definitely looks way more like a starving orphan in the woods. I've spent years being so focused on the negative, I think that I forget about the flip side of the coin. You can use a comparison for inspiration instead of defeat. Wow, he's got such a great fake Irish accent. I bet I could do that. Or, she's so personable and likable. I should be more like her. See? Motivation. Either way, it's a tricky, slippery slope. Compare and learn, compare and grow, compare and crumble. The frustrating thing is that this is all in my head. We do this to ourselves. Well, I say enough is enough. I think it's time that I have a real heart-to-heart with myself and that little voice of insecurity. Hello, self. Hello. You look taller. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that if you're not the best in the room, I often will find you to be kind of unlovable. I don't understand why you're so mean to me all the time. I mean, don't you realize that I'm trying my best? Well, but are you? Are you really? My best is really all I can do. I can't do somebody else's best. That's not a thing. Okay, I guess I can see that, but can't you just be like that much better looking? Really? Are you really asking me that right now? Okay, or at least, I mean, you are so tall. Can't you just like crouch your shoulders down just to stop? I really need for you to be less judgy of me. Please? Well, to be honest, I'm not sure I know how. I mean, I'd like to, but I've been judging you for so many years. I know, and it's been really awful. I just really think that everything would be so much better if you could be kinder to me. I mean, we are on the same team here after all. I guess you're right. I guess I can try my very best, but chances are I'm gonna probably need you to remind me periodically. I kind of have some bad habits at this point. Deal. Okay, good talk, good talk. Now, what do you say you go get us some of that cookie dough? Oh, good idea.
Originally, the self that emerges was coming out with like a mug and like a shawl on the shoulders and all of that. But then I just sort of looked like I was either freezing to death or very sickly. So that didn't quite work. I think one of the reasons I like this episode so much is because all of us, both kids and grown-ups, have that voice in our head, and that voice is often not very kind. It's often criticizing us for not being more like those other people on social media. And that doesn't matter really how old you are. The cancer of comparison is very real for all of us. And so it just felt very powerful for me as I was editing it. It was very uncomfortable to hear myself telling myself these things. I think if we were to reshoot this episode or recut it or have me do the give myself a heart-to-heart again thing, I'd put that right at the beginning of the episode. I think I'd probably start there and then get more into the meat and potatoes of the comparison. When I wrote the first draft of this script, it was even more kind of terse and a little bit more, I was a little bit meaner to myself. And Donna gave it a rewrite and added a little bit more of the humor and took some of the gas out of it. I know that I tend to get pretty serious with all of this content because I like to grow and I like to change so much, and I'm so excited to inspire everybody's families to grow and change. Click like, subscribe so that you don't miss any of the fun, and yeah, definitely look back on some of those episodes you missed. We did some fun things in December. Bye.